Hey everyone, it is me, BDB, and I'm here to talk to you about Platinum End Episode 2. Now, I mentioned in my last review of Episode 1 how we see just this image of this figure, this white figure with long hair, who is, or was, the current god. And they're now looking for new god candidates. In the manga, it shows this god talking to the 13 angels, and they were chosen to find their god candidates to make god. That should have been in the first episode. It actually opens up with that in the second episode. So I'm confused on why they just didn't put it into the first episode if they were just going to put it into the anime anyway. Why not just slot it in where it actually fits? It makes more sense. Instead of showing this random white figure with hair with no context, if you never read the manga, you're going, what's that? But now, people know that is the current god. And again, another scene, we already know Tonma is dead, right? We see him get killed by one of the other god candidates in the back of the limo, right? But no, we're gonna throw in what was in the manga in here as well. Instead of putting it into the first episode where it belongs. So we see Tonma have his interview, how he's gone 5 lovers. It seems like being disgraceful. He's going out with these 5 women. But sure, he's got the red arrows, so he's able to make 14. He's up to 14 people fall in love with him at once for 33 days. And then after the interview, we see him in the limo with all them scantily clad women. You get to see no bits or anything. But yeah, so at least we actually get to see the scene where he's a disgusting human being using a red arrow to have this massive orgy and everything because he's a D rank comedian with these A ranks. And that's when another god candidate comes in. Same one we seen in episode 1 where in 3 seconds he killed Tonma. Why? You already knew what was going to happen there, so why bother? Why bother putting it in? Just put it into the first episode. Put what's in the manga into where it should be. From the manga to the anime. Don't go, we should have done it, we should have. We'll just put it in now. I don't get it. Wouldn't it have been easier to just put it in where it was meant to be? I think so. Definitely, it would have been easier. Now, what we don't see as well from the manga is the person in the suit, Metropoliman. That's the name of the character. It's a fictional character in that world, Metropoliman. He's from an anime or a superhero show. The person buying the suit, we don't actually see them get it off the person. They're on top of a roof, and if I'm correct, he's probably already hit that person with a red arrow. He gets the Metropoliman suit, and that's it. But we're at least showing that how he got it. And now we see Mirai leave the high school that he's applied for, and when he's walking out, he looks at his phone and sees a news article, Tonma dead. That doesn't happen in the manga either. He's actually walking out, talking to Nasse, and he overhears girls talking, and they say he's dead. Now this is something so small. Of course they wouldn't want to, I'm guessing, again, animate these girls just for them to say it. So I have no problem with that. easier for him to go. Also, I don't know how to pronounce her name. Nasse actually mentions Mirai's crush, Saki, at the school, saying that's why you play for the school, for your crush, correct? For Saki? That's where she's mentioned, not in the apartment. In the manga, it's at the high school, the apartment, in the anime. Again, it's weird, like, doesn't make a massive amount of difference, so why not just stick with it from the manga? Just seems very silly to me, why move it around? Now, from the point where Mirai is in town buying stuff because he's gotten the money, his uncle has now brought himself to justice. We see them out, him and Nasse out shopping. Now, this is I love how they animated this from the manga into the anime of Nasse just being so hippie, yay, I'm excited for Mirai, shopping for his new life. And then Mirai, still not happy, and Nasse, that face, like, come on, dude. But from there on, anything that was in the manga is in the anime up to a certain point where we have Metropoliman on the big board swooping down because there's a hostage situation. He saves the day. He also shoots the police with the red arrow, so they all agree to let Metropoliman take over. He goes in, hits another one with a red arrow. It's one of the people guns with a red arrow, and he's going to give himself up. His partner in crime is about to shoot Metropoliman, but ends up shooting his partner instead. Metropoliman ends up hitting him with a white arrow. Gone, done. And then Metropoliman calls out the other candidates, other god candidates. And Mirai then tells Nasse to get away from him fast, and she does, because he doesn't know where the other god candidates could be around. Now, this again is the part we don't see. Is we see Metropoliman fly off in the manga. We actually see him fly home, landing down, and everybody seeing his face and everything. And he mentions how the suit feels a bit loose. So we actually know where he lives and everything. We know we definitely know the face of the person. We even see his angel. So again, it's not a massive deal. I don't think it might add much to the anime. Also, he does say that he's a normal high school boy and not a hero. But he doesn't say that out loud to anyone, he just says it to himself. And from this point onwards, where Mirai is in the apartment and goes to school, up to again at a certain point, all that's correct. Because he says he's not gonna, he wants to hand in his arrows, his wings and everything, just get rid of his god candidacy. And Nasse says, I can't do that because if I do, he'll die. The reason you got them was to keep you alive, to make you happy. They're the reason for your happiness. When you take them away, you won't be happy, you'll be dead. So Mirai decides he has no choice but to, he's just gonna go to school. He can't live in fear the whole time. Next day, or whenever it is, he gets up, gets dressed, heads off to school, walking, everything's happy. And what do we see? We look up in the sky, we see an angel. Well, of course, Mirai shouldn't have looked up, shouldn't even acknowledge this, should have kept walking, and he thinks it's Metropoliman's one. And he stood there for a bit, he starts walking, and then the angel swoops down. Mirai's looking at the ground, but the angel goes right underneath. that's where episode 2 ends. What it shouldn't have, what should have happened is we should have seen... Alright, spoiler. Well, if you want to end the video now, end it now. We should have seen Mirai get pierced with a red arrow. That's where it should end. I'm not going to say by who, but that's where it should have ended with something like that. Just seeing him get pierced with an arrow. We shouldn't have even seen if it was white or red, just a flash of light going through his chest. That's what we should have seen. That would have been the way to end it. But I don't know. I don't know if this anime adaptation is going to go that well. I enjoyed it, even though I seem to complain about it. My favorite part, of course, is still the opening. Love the song by Bandmate since it's out next Tuesday. Can't wait to hear the full version of the TV size one. And Nasse's whole happy thing. It's like a happy dance. And then the disappointed face on her. I loved that as well. But yeah, still gonna keep on going. I dropped a few other animes, but I'm gonna keep going with this. So yeah. But how are you enjoying Platinum End? Are you in the manga? Are you all caught up with it? I'm only on number 4. Still trying to get through it. The manga course is brilliant, even though I find Mirai to be such a freaking crybaby, just a whingy ass character. But I'm getting past that. We're getting past that. But like I said, let me know what you think of the manga. Let me know what you think of the anime. Have you dropped it? Have you not watched it yet? Are you sticking with it? Let me know what you think down in the comments below. But that's it from me, BDB. I will love and leave you. See you later.